Okay, so welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. The new DLC has dropped. I've forgotten what the name is, but it's not a major DLC. It's not like a story DLC. Let me see what it's called. Hold on a second here. Yeah, the DLC is called Horns of the Reach. So if we go to our collections, you'll see that it should be here in DLC. We have a number of new dungeons. I think there's these, let's see, Silken Shadow. These two are old, but Falkreth Hold. This is one dungeon here, and then we have Bloodroot Forge, the dungeon. Okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is let's look at this. Deep in the Gerald Mountains lies the long forgotten ruins of Bloodroot Forge, an ancient place of power rekindled after centuries of dormancy by Dreadhorn Ridge clan to fuel their campaign of conquest. I encountered an escaped captive named Philand who warned me that the Reachmen are kidnapping people to labor at a strange ancient forge in this valley. Okay. He asked me to rescue the other prisoners before the Reachmen work them to death, or worse. So, I'm gonna try to accept this one and hope that maybe we can find a queue of sorts. Usually there's a queue of sorts you can get in. Started. Okay, so what we're gonna do now... Yeah, we still have to complete the story for the Yorks, but let's take a look at our journal. I want to see if we can do this dungeon. Okay, blood for blood. I encountered an escaped. Let's show a map here. Okay, give me a second here. Let's take a look at our options here. It's actually in social. It will be Group Finder. This is something where you invite groups. Okay, let's see. Dungeon Finder. Let's see a specific dungeon. Yeah, Bloodroot Forge is the dungeon that we want to do here. So let's see what role we're going to take on. We're not a tank, definitely. We're not... I don't want to be a healer. I'll just be a damage dealer. So it's going to be Bloodroot Forge. Let's head back to our journal here. Okay, so we're gonna wait for that to queue up. In the meantime, I'm gonna try to head there on the map. I can't seem to find it quite yet. Okay, there it is. So let's just head over here. Okay, so here we are. Let's take a look and see. So the dungeon is right here. And the Hall of Kraglin is basically a a group activity. Everything here needs to be done in groups. So let's take a look at this activity finder here. I've been in queue for 2 minutes. I think actually the right thing here to do would be let's head back to Wrothgar and continue the quests. And when the dungeon is ready, I guess we'll see a notification pop up, and we can move on from there. Because who knows how long it's gonna take to queue this one up. So. Okay, that's where we want to go. So let's just, ooh, wow. It's gonna be pretty expensive. Wait a minute. Yeah, let's continue where we stopped. We're still trying to do it in the name of the king. Oh, what's that? A polar bear? It's the first I've seen. Okay, so we were supposed to be talking to somebody here. I'm not quite sure who we were supposed to be talking to. Let's see, can we refine a few materials? Yeah, we definitely don't have enough rubidite. We'll have to try later on. We need to find somebody here who might be in need of help. There is somebody down there, but I'm not sure if that's related. Let's head back into this place and where we got the original quest. I don't think this is what we're looking for. It's probably going to be somebody who wants to take us to another location.
Rigert would like to speak words with you, my friend. Most excellent to be seeing you again, my bestest friend. It is I, Rigert the Brash, but you can call me Ambassador now. The Ebonheart Pact sent me to extend a branch of peace to glorious, brave, and beautiful Orcish peoples.
Okay, that's an eloquent way to describe them.
Oh, friend, you see to the depths of Rigert's heart, riddled as it is to overflowing with Freyla's pointy arrows of affection. If only Rigert knew how to express such feelings to the lovely Ambassador Lasdutha.
Is there something I can do to help?
Really? You would help? You are too kind. The ambassador's aide Ulfala said I need to collect delicious Orcish delicacies, but I can't leave the clan hold. If you could find these things, I can prepare a romantic meal and win Lasdutha's love.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Trade these Nord delicacies for the finest ale and cheese in Wrothgar. Rigert and his Jade Princess will feast until we are too full to escape our love. And find out what poems or perfumes are used in orc wooing rituals. Rigert might need help.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask any questions. So that's a totally different quest. You know what? Let's go to Activity Finder. Okay, we couldn't find, this dungeon is still not giving us a nice queue, so... I'm trying to find the second dungeon. This one actually doesn't tell us how many people are in the queue. Let's try another dungeon. Maybe we'll have better luck with that one. Cultural affections. That one we'll have to wait. I'm interested in finding out who we're supposed to be helping here that we can't quite locate.
We do good work here.
It seems like this one may have glitched out for now. at least. I can't find anything. So what I'm gonna do is, let's leave this clan for now. Okay, let's go try to recruit the York in the stronghold up here.
I need to find out what happened in the quarry. Where's that elf? Hey, have you seen an elf anywhere around here? Talks a lot, kind of opinionated. Looks a little like you.
I haven't seen anyone like that recently.
No, of course not. That would have been too easy. This is what I get for hiring a tuskless runt. He said he could improve efficiency in Graystone Quarry. What did we get for our trouble? First the fog, then the screams, then nothing.
You haven't heard anything from the quarry?
Not a word, and it smells like elf mischief to me. My husband, Chief Ramash, went down into the quarry to look for the elf and find out what happened to our workers. He came back covered in blood, and I can tell you, Ramash doesn't bleed easily.
Okay, I can take a look in the quarry if you like.
I'd appreciate any help you can provide. After what happened to the chief, the rest of the clan refuses to go anywhere near the quarry. If you can get in there, find out what happened, and make sure the quarry workers are safe.
Okay, so where's the chief now?
In the longhouse, tending to his wounds and raging about the troubles that have befallen us. By Malakath's crooked tusk. Chiefs and their howling. He's useless when he's like this.
Okay, who are you again?
I'm Chief Ramash's forge wife. Tumnash is my clan, and Graystone is our quarry. These recent troubles, on top of the pressure to provide more stone for Orsinium, are beginning to take a toll on us. I tell you, it's enough to make Malakath weep.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Investigate the quarry. Okay, let's go. That was just wood. I thought it was, it might be some rubidite ore. Let's see. Quarry Overseer's complaint. Chief Ramash, you son of an ugly goat. How are we supposed to produce 150 loads of stone in the next year? That's nearly double our normal capacity. Why do you make promises to that city of Trinimart worshippers? They have forgotten the face of their forefathers and demand that others do their work for them. If they are so desperate for stone, tell them they need to send workers. My crew already works for more hours in a day than is healthy. They may be orcs, but they are not invincible. They'll be dead before year's end at this rate. Work to death, and it will be all on your head. Quarry Overseer, Yardul. Okay, how about we get into this quarry and find out. Okay, here we are.
What are you doing down here? Don't you know that Graystone Quarry is a disaster area?
Yeah, I'm here to find out what happened, actually.
What happened? The High Elf, that's what happened. Things were fine for a while. Rock flowed out of the quarry at a record pace. But then we broke into a cavity and the elf insisted on exploring it. That's when the fog began to roll out of the hole.
Why don't you tell us more about this fog?
It was fog. Thick as stew it was. Chief Ramash and huntwife Bulgar decided to enter the quarry and find out what happened to the elf and the workers. We went with them. Worst decision I ever made.
Yeah. What happened to the chief?
We entered the fog, but we weren't alone in there. There were shadows, things in the fog. We were attacked. I saw the chief run out, covered in blood. Bulgar's still down there, looking for her daughter. Last we knew, she was with the elf.
Okay, we'll find them.
Find the hunt wife and her daughter, and kill as many of those things as you can. But the elf, save the elf from me.
Tell me about the things that attacked you.
Like I said, it was dark, foggy. Couldn't make out anything except shapes, shadows in the fog. Even though I couldn't see them clearly, I could hear them clanging around, skittering on sharp claws, and they moved fast, like lightning.
Okay, that's all I need to know. He says there's a lot of killing to do down there, and that's all I need to know. I'm ready. But first, let's get some... Yep, that's what we wanted to get on there. Claws. This I think it's talking about dwarven spiders. Okay, let me take a look here. I want to take a look at something on our character. Okay, good. Here we are. Let's see. Niramo's journal, page 1. Perhaps it's true what they say, that success is misery to the successful, and death to the unsuccessful. I fear my pride and vanity have led me astray again. The orcs, though stubborn and suspicious, were nothing but good to me, and now how have I repaid them? By releasing a sea of constructs on them and flooding their quarry with remote devices. Diligently, they dug at their quarry, extracting rock for the building of their great city, and each block of precious greystone brought me closer to my goal, and to my undoing. It had been my intent all along to guide them toward the ruin I knew must be lying beneath the quarry, the fabled Dwemer ruin called Zendine. A spectacular name for what I discovered to be an extraordinarily dangerous ruin. No sooner had we discovered the entry than we were set upon by scores of Dwemer automatons. A suffocating fog accompanied them, some sort of defensive measure. The quarry workers tried to fend them off with shovels and picks, but they were overwhelmed in short order. So many cries, so much confusion. I survived only because of my intimate knowledge of construct capabilities. Luckily, I was able to use that knowledge to keep Shaban, the huntwife's daughter, safe as well. Even so, it seems I'm incapable of learning my lesson. The wisdom that is said to accompany experience eludes me. I must discover the secrets of this ruin. I must make the sacrifice of the orcs mean something. Well, there he goes again. He's still failing to learn from his mistakes. it actually looks like my pets are starting to outperform me in regards to just basic damage output. Okay, there's a Dwarven Centurion, and I just cannot resist it. I just have to fight him. Let's see, Huntwife Bulgar.
I thought you were one of those damn machines. You're just lucky I've got the reflexes of a snow bear, or your guts would be decorating the floor. Now, care to explain what you're doing down here?
I was looking for you.
Is this another of my husband's half-hearted rescue attempts? Whatever. I guess I should be grateful. One of those metal spiders took a chunk out of my leg. Nothing too serious, but I can't fight worth a damn. So it's up to you to find my daughter.
How do you know she's still alive?
I don't, but I can hope, can I? Besides, I haven't seen her corpse, and she is her father's daughter. Then there's the elf. He knows what he's doing, and has more than a few tricks up his sleeve to deal with the machines.
Okay, tell me about this high elf.
He's a clever bastard, I'll give him that. He knew there was a dwarven ruin down here, and used us to uncover it. We should have been more careful. But he had significantly increased our production. And you know Orsinium, they always want more stone.
Okay, tell me about your daughter.
Shaban. She's a brave young woman. Took an immediate interest in the High Elf and his fancy ways. The elf didn't seem to mind. In fact, I think he liked having someone strong and beautiful at his side. You find one, and you'll find the other.
Okay, we'll find your daughter. Okay, before we move forward, we have an hour in, so let's take a break. We'll be right back with more Elder Scrolls Online.